Everybody, it's been a while for me to make a video. There has been a lot of processing going on for me, and I always talk about my process because everybody loves it when I do. I'm just kidding. I was processing on a level because obviously I'm a pretty deep, multi-layered, faceted human being. Anyway, I had been going through this phase for the last year about finding, I wouldn't say Mr. Right, but just finding a partner. And I started to think this morning, where does this deep desire to want a partner come from? And I've been kind of obsessing about it, obsessing about partnership. But you know, like I always do, I pray before I go to bed and I ask for answers. And this morning I kind of woke up in a different frame of thought, which always happens to me through huge, massive dreams. I've been dreaming about my mother a lot lately and teaching and a lot of things. But it's funny because when I get into the car, I seem to get like a lot of information when I get into the car. That's why I make a lot of videos in the car. I think it's because my right side of my brain kind of goes into automatic and the left part is just open for information. And so I just kept thinking, wait till I get home so I can make this video. So I'm making the video. So I went to sleep and I woke up and I kind of realized when I was driving today, I can remember as far back as 4 or 5 years old, before I could even go to school. This is how little I was. I would pack my Raggedy Ann suitcase and go up to the corner. There was a church, and I would sit with my Raggedy Ann suitcase at the church and I would cry. And my mom would, eventually find me, or my dad, and they would bring me home and they would say, "What were you doing?" And I'm like, "I was just running away from my husband. He's waiting for me." And I literally was running away to be with, I have no idea. But I did this a long time. Like, I would get so frustrated and angry. And as a little girl, I just felt like I was missing something, or something was missing, and it was searching for me. And I would literally pack everything that I could fit into the suitcase and sit at the church and just be waiting. So it kind of triggered some thoughts for me. Well, if I was 4 and 5 years old and I was obsessing over finding a partner at that age, where did that come from? What is behind that? What is underneath that? What makes me want that? And my whole entire life I have wanted that. So it kind of opened a whole new thought for me today. A lot of people ask me, what was it like being you? When did you awaken? Well, let me just say, I didn't just awaken. I came in knowing. I came in knowing a lot of things, but there's a lot of things that are missing. And, a lot of people say that you should try, you're here to remember what you already know. And it seems to me at the young ages, I'm starting to look back and reflect more on what was my real knowing and what was conditioned into me so that I wouldn't know. Because as children, we have no filter, and we talk about past lives. We talk about, a lot of things. We talk about communicating with angels or people or God, or, there's a lot of things that as children we remember, and then we are conditioned to not remember. So it was kind of odd today. I've been thinking about that. What in me as a little child was ready to run away every chance that I got, and what man was waiting for me? It's kind of been this whole kind of sorrow thought, but also a new way of looking at things for me. I know as a child when I came in, I was pissed off that I was here. I came in really pissed off. I did not want to be here. And so I do remember that. But I also remember that My parents used to tell me that from the age of 2, 3, 4 years old that I could recall verbatim places that I'd never been, people that I had met when I was an infant. I could describe their homes, what it was like, where you know, things that I shouldn't really remember. And I had a lot of memory. And my mom just thought it was fascinating that I could remember, you know, things before I was even 3 years old. And we would talk about this before she passed, you know, how weird it was that I would remember the weird things. But it was kind of good that we had that time that she could see, you know, before she died, a whole different perspective on who I really was as a person. So I'm sitting with this today. I'm sitting with, you know, where did this obsessing of running away and a man that was searching for me, and you know, what does that mean to me? And I still do it till this day. I'm 41 and I'm still waiting for the man to save me. And I find it humorous, but sad at the same time, you know. So there's a lot to research about. You know, I came in as an adopted child. I came in knowing that, I kind of came in knowing what spiritual is and was to me because I had no connection. So you immediately adapt as an infant to what is family and what is belonging, and you adapt really fast to that. So you're more accepting to other people as calling them family because blood is not important to you, because you have no ties like that. So I came in with this innate knowing that my life was different, and I knew that I would be different. Well, you know, what's the definition of different, you know, really? But, so I'm thinking about a lot today, and most of you know I have this thing with the full moon and the 5 wishes in my family, and, you know, I think instead of really trying to figure out what the meaning of the search was, I think I might just give myself permission to let it go and not need to know. And that's huge because I'm a knower. I want to know. I'm a seeker. And I think I can just allow myself to let go of whatever that part of me needed as a child or needed from a man that I didn't get. I think I'm just going to allow myself to let it go and not try to figure it out. I think that whatever I need to know will come to me. I'm a firm believer in that. So I have faith that whatever I need to know in this situation, I'll know when I need to know. And maybe right now isn't the time, but I'm giving myself permission to just let it go and to stop worrying and obsessing about it so much. So think about your patterns and what you really knew as a child. Think about how you were as a child. What were you like? What did you need? Because a lot of our answers are really there in that essence of childhood. And we carry that pattern as grown-ups, and sometimes we don't even know why we are who we are or what we're doing because, you know, we're conditioned so much to forget. And, you know, remembering is huge, but sometimes we don't need to remember everything. So I hope this video helps you heal in some way. And if not, I love you anyway. Bye-bye.